Hello. At the moment it's difficult to get possibly art supplies, and this is a little workshop about making your own sketchbook, and here is something that I've made up earlier. So I've used a sheet of cardboard for the outer layer, put down some duct tape here for the edges, and then over here these are little washers which I've just left over there in that little tray there. You'll see the different types of washers you can get, and these are super glued on, and then I've loosely tied the binding, as it were, which means I can undo these and make it bigger the more that I add to the sketchbook. So in here I've got different types of, obviously you can't really see on the camera, but I've got different types of papers. Some of them are soft weight papers, different coloured papers, really important. I've got some cardboard in here, and then at the back some heavy watercolour paper. But you can literally use anything. I've got canvas, strips of canvas, old denim jeans you can cut, and you just make the holes and tie it into your sketchbook. So, to the cover. Another exercise I'm going to be working on is a portrait of my eldest daughter, who happens to be a nurse in London at Great Ormond Street, and I'm entering in a portrait of her. There's a competition that I was invited to join, and it's in celebration of the NHS and the key workers. So I wanted to get Ellie, my eldest, into it. So this is an initial drawing that I did. So it's Ellie in her uniform and wearing the mask. That in itself would be relatively boring. So I'm when I come to the canvas, I think I'll introduce the rainbow motif into it, because I think that's part of it, and I may introduce collage as well from newspaper headlines, but they'll be subdued into the background. But whenever I'm working on a canvas, I always practice. So I'm going to do a little study of my first drawing on here, so that this becomes the summer sketchbook to 2020. I won't call it isolation sketchbook or anything like that, but this is the summer sketchbook. And I think Ellie, being a nurse, she has the right to be on the cover, don't you? So I think so I'm just going to lightly sketch. Now, I've used a bit of emulsion paint on this section of the cardboard, and I'm now going to just stop talking for a moment, just so that you can see how I build up. It's interesting that I haven't been drawing for a few days, well, a couple of weeks, and I've already got a little bit rusty. It just goes to show, when I say to my students, always draw, because you soon, you soon lose a little bit of confidence with it. Yeah, okay, so I'm beginning to see this come through. There's the mask, and now we get into easy. I want to get, because I'm going to be using black ink, I want to make it nice and loose, but still get across that she is a nurse, and that she, that this is a tribute, a portrait, and so on. So there is the beginning. I'm not, yeah, that's okay, that's a guess. I'll adjust it, I think, with the ink. And I'm just going to run that down there. So, okay, that'll do at the moment. Now, the ink. What's this, a number 4 brush, black Indian ink. You can water this down if you wish. A lot of people don't like using it because it's, it's very quick to make a mistake. I mean, you just got to be brave, and I'm going to put in a few marks like that. And, I'm going to maybe change to another brush, I'm not sure yet. Okay, now the hair, I'm going to try and get the sort of the essence of how the hair grew. So this is where I sort of bring in this pattern, which is a lot broader because it's a graphic way of working what I'm doing. And let's just bring that down to there. And then I always remember that with light and dark, where the light can't get, it's going to be richer, so I'm going to make it richer behind the neck and running up. And then you get this bit more of this information. So yeah, I'm going to keep pottering away with that, and I'll show you later how this summer sketchbook develops, and hopefully how fat it gets, with lots of drawings and tree drawings and charcoals and portraits and all sorts of things. So any materials you've got around the house, grab them, tie them together. You can use bulldog clips, they're very, very good. You can get some bulldog clips, those hold them onto there, maybe two or three bulldog clips. You don't have to work to this scale, but it's a good way of creating a sketchbook. Thank you, bye-bye.